Hello everybody and welcome to another of my videos for Dungeon Crusher Soul Hunters. If you've been following my videos, you'll know that I'm re-recording them for better sound quality and for more advanced tactics than when I had first recorded them over a year ago. And so, excuse me. Um, and so today in the video, I want to discuss the mines. So from the last video, I went to a different character on a different server, and now I'm up to around level 400 and something. Um, let's see. Here we go, 424. All right. So now, what I have is I have a whole bunch of mines. These mines, while again, they don't seem like they give a whole lot of emeralds and they take a long time, your heroes really aren't going to do much for you other than sitting in the mines. So, what you want to do is you want to put all the heroes that you're really not using into the mines. Ina you might use, but these four we're not going to use. Um, we're not going to use those four. Let's see. We're not going to use those four. We're not going to use those four. And we're not going to use those four. Alright, so that's all the mines I have right now. So then, depending on how long you're away from the game, this is a 12-hour mine, this is an 8-hour, 4, 4, and 1. But then you'll get that amount of emeralds back, and those emeralds are going to be very important for you to hire different heroes. So at this time, here's why I left these heroes. So Ina, Geld, Shah, King Midas, Helazar, Brath, Dathu, and Raka all have one of these that they give to you. Okay. Did I get rid of Ethelinda? Do I not? I might have put Ethelinda in the mine. I did. All right, so Ethelinda is the other one. She does give you she gives you benefit as well. So don't put her in the mine. Pick one of your other guys. There's plenty of them. But you also do not want to put Feralhard in or Nush Killian. Those two you don't want to put in there either. The other thing I have right now is this soul totem. It does help you get souls, but the later on in the game you get the less beneficial it is. So don't spend a whole lot of time on that. But you might as well buy it when you're first progressing. So I've got all my people in my mines, and I will eventually get to them, and they will be helpful. But I also want to discuss more about. So in my last video, you saw the magic caves that I used, and they give you artifacts up until level 200. So once you hit level 200, that's the last of the magic artifacts that you'll get. These ones down here. Okay, so Spectre Figure 5, you get finding of the Spectre is increased. Soul Trap, you get 25% more souls when battling Spectres. Increase your DPS. You saw a lot of these. So those are the ones that you're really gonna want to keep. You'll get through these different levels. And then as we talked before about some of these other artifacts, we'll make this an artifact video. You're going to want different ones that do different things for you, okay? So when I was talking to you earlier, I was discussing the Lion's Heart, which helps get you a higher DPS than the souls themselves. However, you don't want to spend a whole lot on those. One of the first ones you want to get is the Lamp of Specters. Another first one you want to get is the Soul Reaper. And then these amulets, you'll want to get these amulets. There's 6 or 7 of them. Amulet Warcry, Amulet Hand of Midas, Amulet Primal Frenzy. Each one of them reduces or increases the duration of by 2 seconds for each of those for each level. You go up to a maximum of 30, so you can increase the time that they last by 60 seconds. Okay, so that's good to have. And then this pot of gold is pretty decent. And the spatial portal is going to be very, very key because this is what level you start out at. Right now you can see mine set at level 25 for this. So it's bonus 25 levels plus the additional 20 levels I got here. So I'm going to, anytime I do a dark ritual, I'm starting out at level 46. And I'm guessing that I haven't been on this count in a long time, but I'm guessing that I chose level 46 for a certain reason. So we'll find out when I do the dark ritual here in just a moment. But let's go ahead and take a look at the other ones that we need. Here's an amulet. Amulet of Assassination. But the problem is you have to spend 2,750 souls to be able to get that. So I don't have that many right now, but I could purchase this Bloody Glove. I've got 151 hearts, so let's go ahead and purchase that. What else do we have here? Bloody Pot. We'll go ahead and purchase that one. What is this? Key of Daemons. Alright, so this is actually one of the ones that you do not want to buy, the Key of Daemons. Because it adds 50% HP to a chest. Right now, that really doesn't do anything for you. I mean, it could, but it really just takes more time out of your life, and it doesn't add any benefit. Mimic is a second of the 4 that you do not want to buy. Adds 20% to treasure chest appearance, so that would slow your progress as well. So don't buy either one of those. But buy as many of these as you can as you're going. Buy as many of these other ones as you can. The magic bag is actually a really good one to have. It gives you 100 gold for each level of the artifacts upgrade after using your dark ritual. So here, let's do this. Let's go ahead and do a dark ritual so we can get our souls there that we've earned. Okay, so now if I had bought that magic bag prior and did the DR, I'd have gold right now, but I don't have any gold right now. So I need to be at the lower levels so that I can kill one of these guys to get the gold. And that's really not helping either, so let's go down a few levels to one that I can easily kill. That's probably way too early. Let's try level 34. And so right now, the guy I got from episode 2, he's doing 2,000 damage, or I'm sorry, 2 million damage per second, or half second, or however much it is. And so all I gotta do is kill this guy here, and bam, now I got a lot of extra stuff. So I've got Feral Heart. I already bought him from my emeralds, so I'm gonna go ahead and hire Feral Heart, get a whole bunch of damage, and now so he's doing lots of good stuff for us. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to go into the artifacts and I want to purchase this magic bag. Okay. So now I've got the magic bag purchased. And so that'll give me gold every time I do a dark ritual. And the more gold I have, when I start, the higher level I can start at. Okay, and so I get 10 levels for every 10 souls I spend. Let's see, that's level 200. Let's switch this up to 100 now. Okay, see, now it's charging me a premium of 102. I don't like that. Let's see. Alright, so let's just do it by tens. It takes more clicks, but it doesn't charge me a premium on souls. So we're just going to go ahead and do this for a while. So we'll get this up to, I don't know, let's go with 2,000. There. 2010, A Space Odyssey. All right. Now let's talk about a couple of these other ones. So Lamp of Specters will give you increase chance of finding the specter by 1%. Now the specter, so you can get up to about 25%. The whole point of the specters is every time you find a specter, and I wasn't able to find really any in the last video, but I'm sure we can find some. I don't even know what level they start at. That's good to know. Um, I mean, I've got one, so they must start sometime around here. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and let's do a time jump. Remember, don't do these normally through your game save your bottles unless you're on your phone, your mobile device, and then you can use the free ones, the 5 free ones you have per day, which will be nice because if you go to your quests, like I showed in the other one, like right here, so you can use your free ones and you can get extra bottles. So I've got 4 of them I can use now and still make a profit, so that's definitely what I'm going to do. But let's go back over here. Let's increase Feral Heart. My time jump got me to level 96. Okay, so still have that. That was an item. So a random equipment item I got. That's what the little purple swirl is that goes up there. You see, I only have 3 souls now. You remember I said that you get a bonus for every 25 levels. So let's go ahead and jump ahead a little bit. All right. Let's get up to 50 here, and then we'll go by 25s. All right, you see that blueness right there? That was a specter. It was a boss, but it gave you souls. So every time you kill one of those, you get more souls. That has that blue lining. And so the specters are only on the first mob of each level, if you find one. And so we're going to let it go through a couple levels here and see if we can find any. Just so you can see what it looks like. And again, every 5 levels, you fight a boss. See, so I got More souls for killing that boss. Alright, and while I'm going through this stuff, we talked about Nush Killian. So, you know, on my previous one, you saw that I had Sikri, and um, the way to get Sikri from Nush Killian is through the altar, okay? So the altar you're not going to use a whole bunch. Let me go ahead and hire Abe. Oh, he's in the mine. Here, let's jump forward so I can get him out of the mine. Alright, so here we go. All of these are now completed because we did our time jumps, and now I'm getting emeralds. Okay, so I earned some emeralds. I have a lot of emeralds right now. These lower mines, once you have a lot of emeralds, they're really not worth it. But as you get longer, more into the game, doing those mines are worth a ton. So let's see, where's Abe? So let's hire Abe. Let's hire Tom Gatekeeper. And let's hire Angel Eyes. Okay. And so for those three guys, what I'm going to do is they all give me different characters when you kill them in the altar. Okay. So I'm going to kill all three of those guys. Now we're going to go back. We need to wait. We need to wait for 10 minutes so that we can use the altar. When you do the DR. So you can use the altar and kill them, but your guys come back, certain guys come back after you do your dark ritual. He's another one that we could kill off. So let's kill him off. Because we want his counterpart anyway. There's a list of these out there if you go to the Dungeon Crusher wiki, which is not a very good site, but it does have some stuff on it. I wish they'd really update it and take care of it. But there are certain heroes you can kill off, like Arrakis Tor and Sun Wukong and Gallus Frost and some of these other guys you can kill off to get other guys. Needs the Thief. Once you kill them in the altar and do a DR, then you'll get potentially you get a different hero back, and Nush Killian is one of those. There's 4 different dragon types, Sikri, Nush Killian, and 2 others that are they're okay, but they're not anybody you really care about. Sikri is pretty good in Dragon Draft, but she's a common character that everybody can get. So really, if you're going to alter her, then you'll want to use Nush Killian. The other advice that I gave was to skip Nush Killian and not worry about him, and get Ina Hawkeye up to higher rankings. Because she does the same thing as Nush Killian. The difference between her and Nush Killian is you can get her right away, and with all that gold that you get from that magic bag that I just showed you, you can hire her at 250 right away, and once you have her up a number of levels, then she will be doing a lot more damage than Feralheart and also Nushkillian. I didn't think I hired him. I did not. And so, um, you know, one of the things about her, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go to max. Okay, so I have her at max. I can spend 100 emeralds. I know I told you in the previous video that that's generally a bad idea. However, you can see I've got 4,301, so I'm going to go ahead and increase her rank once there. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. So you see, right there is where you can make your mistakes. I just spent 25 bottles to upgrade her to the next rank, which is not always the best idea unless you're further advanced in the game, like my main account is. And then once you have that, then you will spend bottles going through all of these lower rankers and then all the way up through mythical until you through legendary until you get to mythical. I'm not going to do that here because that costs 100 per ranking, and so you're going to be spending about 12, a little under 1,200 to get that character to mythical. I don't have that many bottles right now. I just have 400. And the other thing is you can see that you can't even increase their ranking here until you get them to the max. We also talked about this equipment in the last video. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade her because I have that equipment, so it gives her a star and then it gives her an increase of 1,000 times on her damage. And so now I would have to wait until I get more items. We'll click the item button, add them to my thing. I didn't pick any up. But again, by the time you get to where this is super, super important, you'll have so many items that you don't even need to craft them. So again, do not craft equipment unless you're really, really bored and you want to waste time and resources. All right, so right now you can see her current DPS is at plus 44, right? And his is at plus 47. So she's already getting to the point where she is close to what he is at just by being at this rare thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and time jump. Let's get him a bunch more ranks. So she is 45. He's at 50 now. Is he the one that gives other people bonus? No. Okay. No. All right. So let's go ahead and time jump one. Okay. So here we are again. His max is now 56. And now we've got her maxed out at level 1500 here. And she's still at 45. But I'm going to spin this. Don't do it, guys. We're going to spin that. We're going to get her up another level to epic. So the next one after 50, we're going to get her to, after we get there, we can spend 100 bottles to get her to legendary as well. Okay? And so you can see she's at 50 now. He's at 56. So she's starting to catch up to him. Let's go ahead and do this one more time. So now we're at 279. Let's increase his ranking. Let's increase her ranking. Okay, so she's at 55. He's at 61. We're still not at 2,000 on her. Oh, I know what we can do. Here, let's go over here to the daily boss. Oh, it's at, what do we need to get to? 66? Okay. Okay, so she's at max again, so I'm going to go ahead and, shh, don't tell I'm going to use those 100 to get her back up. Okay, so now she's at legendary. Now at this point is when I would normally stop paying bottles for them unless you have lots of bottles. And right now we only have 226, so we've used a lot of our bottles on that because I think I started and I had 400. So we don't really want to do that. However, now you can see she's at 59, he's at 66, right? Oh, and we get these 80 here, which is nice. There's 3 more bottles there. Okay, so we're starting to get our bottles. What level is he at? He's at legendary 4. So there's 10 rankings in between each. From when you get to legendary, you can get up to legendary X or legendary 10 before you get to mythical. And then 10 levels of mythical until you get to divine, 10 levels of divine before godlike, 10 levels of godlike before you get to eternal, 10 levels of eternal till you get to galaxy, and then when you're galaxy you have 10 levels of that, so you have galaxy X is what we call it, but galaxy 10, and that's the maximum rank that you can have for your heroes. After that, you can Valor them, start them back all over, and then they get a 20% bonus to their damage, and you got to get them all the way back up to Galaxy X again. One of the other things we can do, we can see these guilds right here, right? 568 guilds. We could go down here to the ranks and get to Ina. And right now she's only got rank 1, but as you can see, she gets damage bonus for every rank she has, right? So if we just go through here and we slam some ranks onto her like this, we can increase her damage as well. So right now, she's getting a 10,500% bonus to her damage. We can do the same thing for Feral Heart as well, but we've already used... Oh, we used all of our souls, because it takes souls to increase the rank. But now, if we scroll up, we can see she's at 62 now, 63, and he's still only at 66. Okay. What was that? Oh yeah, the daily boss. And so if we go into the daily boss, now we're at 95% there, because we're at 66. So let's go ahead and go one more of these. There we go. Now she's at 66, he's at 68. So we have plenty now. We can go in here, we can do a daily boss. Again, while you don't have very many bottles, only do 1 daily boss per day. We'll go ahead and enter. We'll kill this guy. Bam. And then... so now, any heroes you have active is where you put your rankings on. So we want to put our ranking now on Ina, level to legendary 2. Okay, so actually, look at that. Now, at legendary 2, with all the guilds that we put on her, she is doing more damage than Feral Heart does. Okay, so that is why I use Ina. Instead of Nushkillian. I mean, Nushkillian does more damage, sure, but Ina is more useful. Solely because she gives us this here. And once you have your guy to Galaxy X, then it doesn't count against your 3 heroes, which you'll find all about in my 3 hero trick and Midas Touch strategy guide video. But having her active is a big benefit for later on in the game. Let's see here. What else do I want to talk about in this video? We were discussing maps. Oh yeah, don't forget your bottles. So I mean, I could sit here and I might just do that. I can get more bottles just by killing these guys. So let's kill a few more of those, because I get 5 bottles per guy, and then that'll give me more bottles to show you more stuff. And I think this goes up to, I don't even know what level it goes up to. I think somewhere around 1,000, maybe 1,200, 1,400. We'll try to figure that out later. But for now, you know, we'll just keep collecting these bottles 5 at a time. And then I'm going to use them to further the game here. Oop, we're starting to get to the part where we'll be able to kill it, so we must be close to the 400 level. So you get one of these for every, I think, 5 or 10 levels. And you can notice here at the top, you see it says I have 72 seconds to kill this guy, right? Well, that's because I put rankings in Sands of Time, 80 seconds total. I put rankings in Sands of Time, which will extend it from 30 seconds up to however far it goes. I think my main account, it's like 24 hours worth of time to be able to kill the boss. So pretty much forever. Okay, so I'm going to be done with that for now. Well, mainly that's the last one I can do until I get up higher levels and more damage. Alright, so artifacts, right? So we talked about the artifacts. You know, you can go through and you can look at the different ones and which ones do what things. I want to show reduces the cost of heroes by 2% for each level. That's nice. Here, I only got a couple more minutes, but let me get off of this one and let me go to my main account real quick, and I'll show you the rest of the here we go. I'll show you the rest of the artifacts and tell you which ones are the best ones to go. Okay, so again, Sands of Time is really good. So right now I have, what, 100,000 ranks in that, and I get 5 seconds. I get 500,000 seconds worth of time to kill that guy. Cursed Dowel, you know, it's good. Once you have lots and lots of souls, you can see how many souls I have. I have a ton. And so once you have more souls, you're gonna want to get your Cursed Dowel to the max, because it's not really many. It only costs 25. Your Soul Reaper, you're going to want to keep this at 4 times your level. So my other guy is at level 425. So my goal is to get this to level 1600, and then just keep it at 4 times that. Eventually, when you get to where I'm at now on this character, this doesn't even matter anymore. You get so many souls, it doesn't even matter. Lamp of Specters is good. So these two are going to be some of the first two you're going to try to buy. And then the Lion's Heart, again, it gives you that DPS, which is good earlier on. Qatar gives you some bonuses. Distortions of Time, more bonuses. Each one of these do pretty good things. You know, more damage per click. Here are those amulets I was showing you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you want to get those all maxed as soon as possible, which are not a lot because, like I said, they're 30 per. This one I still don't get maxed. I went back and I reset my my points because I wanted to try something different. You lose 25% of all of the souls that you had, all the hearts you had, and so then I lost all of my rankings, and so now I don't have this maxed out anymore. There's that pot of gold, which is very key. Amulet of Power, this gives you a percentage bonus to the guilds that you have when you add them to your characters. And then the Spatial Portal. This is the level that you start at. This is going to be a key thing, and you have to try it. You don't really want to increase this by a ton at first, because then you won't be able to do a whole lot. But you'll gradually, once you get higher heroes and be able to get up further in the game, like these levels here, you're going to want to set this at 3720, because that gets you to the point where you can hire your your star hero, who your Infinity Gem will be on. But we'll talk about all of that later. Graceful Dagger, Cursed Amulet, Crystal of Time, Rabbit's Foot. These are all nice to have. Magic Bag. Midas Amulet. Those are all nice, but again, you get those as you can, but focus on your Soul Reaper, Lamp of Specters, and then start putting 1,000 ranks into this. Max out these little ones. Don't worry about this maxing that until you get tons of stuff. And then work on your Spatial Portal. Go up by 10 ranks each per. Your goal is then, depending on how far you get up, like if you get to a maximum of level like 2,000, you want to set this at level 646, so that you can get past the 666 level. We'll discuss that in a different one. Oh, well, here it is here. So every level that you get to that is 666 stops you in your progress until you click on them and kill these guys. So it's kind of annoying, but it does stop you. So that's why you're going to want to get on this every so often to kill these guys, so that once you click them and kill them, then it starts auto-progressing again. See that? Oh, there it goes. That was one of those specters I've been trying to tell you about, how you get souls for killing one. So it looks just like a normal boss, but it's not a boss. It's just a random. See, there you go. There's another specter. And so it casts it up here how many souls you get for killing one. All right. So that is my amulet. My artifact video. Here's all these down here. You can use those as you get hearts. You get the hearts from participating in an arena. We'll talk about the arena later. Here's the reset button. Reset button. Bad unless you really screw up all of your artifacts, but try never to use the reset button. Okay. All right, questions or comments, leave them below. Thank you for watching another of my videos, and have a good day.